Hi, Joanna. Let's take a look at your newest set of essays. Let's see what you wrote here. This is about traditional foods being replaced by fast food. Let's see what you said. Due to its convenience and taste, the demand for fast food over traditional food has grown in the last 10 years. Some may argue that this development is negatively affecting not just individuals and families, but society as a whole itself. That's great. I wholeheartedly support this statement. The central reason behind this is twofold. Fast food contains twice the number of preservatives and saturated fats compared to home cooked meals due to their cooking methods and the type of ingredients used. For instance, research from the National Institute of Health reported that children who have a high intake of fatty and oily food have a 60% chance of being diagnosed with obesity and heart failure as they reach adulthood. Okay. I don't know what happened here. You started off really great, but your paragraphing is off. So this is where you needed to stop your paragraph. Okay. Or you could have said, I wholeheartedly support this statement and will explain my viewpoint with evidence. Oh yeah, I just something like this. Okay. I wholeheartedly support this evidence, and in the essay that follows, will support my position with evidence and arguments from XYZ. Okay? Something like that. Then you need to start a new paragraph. So, um, a new paragraph, and don't forget to follow the template. Clear topic statement, okay? A topic sentence where you're explaining the central idea of your paragraph. Okay, so here, like, let's say you did start, and let me just do it actually for you. So let's say this is the beginning of your new paragraph. It's not a complete paragraph. Like, we're missing things. So take a look at this. This paragraph is just 2 sentences long. They're long sentences, but it's still 2 sentences. So you need to have a clear topic statement where you're saying that there are numerous reasons why the trend towards fast food is damaging for families. Okay. Um, and then you can go on to this. Okay. But if you look at this, who are you talking about here? Are you talking about children and their health? Are you talking about individuals then? Is that what this is about? Are you talking about families? You really need to clearly lay this out. So it definitely feels, as far as coherence and cohesion are concerned, that it's got some issues. Paragraphing, no real clear central idea. And then, of course, task achievement, it feels underdeveloped. All right, let's see. Secondly, there are several lawsuits filed against reputed fast food chains for exploiting their service workers to maintain their billion-dollar profit margins. For example, a recent article published by the Institute of Employment Research stated that 90% of employees in the fast food sector reported to have experienced poor working conditions such as unpaid overtime, low hourly rates, lack of safety protocols, and an inadequate health and benefits package. Okay. Um, the language you used here is really good. Although, again, number one, I feel like it's underdeveloped. Number two, I feel like it's a little off topic. Remember that we're talking about this shift away from traditional food to fast food. This is not a general, what are the negatives of fast food? No, we're talking about this shift. Okay. What does this mean for our lives? Okay. I'm not sure where you're from, but think about the traditional cuisine of your country. If people stop creating and stop making and stop eating this, and instead they're going towards fast foods that they can easily just get like on every street corner, how is this changing their lives individually, in terms of families, in terms of society? Okay. So this is what this essay needs to be about. So I definitely feel like there were a number of problems with this essay. Uh, Coherence and cohesion and task achievement. All right. So from the arguments and examples given, I firmly believe that although fast food offers a temporary feeling of bliss and contentment due to its delicious taste, now this is an idea you never talked about anywhere. Okay. Um, Yeah. I mean, you didn't talk about it all. So you certainly don't want to mention it in your conclusion. Your conclusion should simply wrap up any kind of main ideas that you mentioned. But that's it. You're not introducing any new ideas. Okay. So, and this feels like a very long conclusion. Uh, However, the consequences of an unhealthy population and the rampant exploitation of workers is felt on a larger scale, and therefore the negative impacts of this industry are considerably greater. It is predicted that the role of healthy food alternatives and stricter policies regarding service workers, no S apostrophe, it's not one worker, it's many workers, are to be offered in fast food restaurants in the near future. Okay, so this felt a little long. You didn't need to do all of this. In fact, I would have preferred that you had developed your body paragraphs more and less so your conclusion. Your conclusion should have really just been, I believe that although, etc., the negatives of this trend are greater, it is predicted, etc., and then you're done. Okay, so brief, not going into any great detail. So yeah, there were problems here for sure with task achievement and with coherence and cohesion. So definitely work on fixing them. Let's take a look now at your letter to your friend who you couldn't see. Hello, Jane. I hope everything is going well with you. I'm writing to say how sorry I am that I wasn't able to see you during my trip to India. I know you had a lot of fun activities planned for us, and I terribly regret that I could not be there to attend any of them. Please understand that I sincerely wanted to meet you, but since it was a work-related trip, with my time there, mm, but since it was a work-related trip, with my time there billable to our clients without the was. Okay, grammar here is an issue, thus completely overloading my schedule. Let's try it one more time. Please understand that I sincerely wanted to meet you, but it was a work related trip with my time there billable to our clients. Thus, no, you can't say thus overloading my schedule. It doesn't make sense what that's connected to. So the whole sentence, although I like what you're trying to do grammatically, lexically, it's inaccurate and just needs to be revised, basically reworded. I was left without a moment to breathe. Okay. I hope you will be able to forgive me for what had happened. No, for what happened. I miss you and I keep thinking about all the memorable times we spent together. That in the near future I will be booking another trip solely to visit you, and I hope that you will be able to make time and see me for coffee by then. Eagerly awaiting your response. Your friend. How did you end it? Fine, Joanna. Okay, this could have been a full stop here, and then this would have been okay. Lowercase f, and then this is fine. Okay, so this was good in a lot of ways. I thought your writing was very natural. Of course, this whole thing was a problem. As I've already mentioned, you need to rework it. But the rest of it I thought was quite good. Nice tone, everything was fine. Suggest how you can meet some other time. I think you could have done a little more with this. Um, this isn't really a suggestion. You're saying I keep thinking that in the near future I will be booking. That's not a suggestion. So what they're basically testing you here is to see if you understand the language of suggestion. So what do we mean by that? It's meaning language like perhaps I can do this, and what if we do this, or I was thinking about doing this. What do you say? This is how we suggest. Let's do this. Or I'm coming next month to India. Why don't we try to get away to that lovely resort you were telling me about? Okay, these are suggestions. So you have to use a language of suggestion. All right, go ahead, correct these. Let's see more work from you. Let's see what you've got for us and try to apply all the things that we talked about today. Okay, good luck.